Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone. Sorry for that pause. I was turning on my head. I wanted to hop online today for just a little Sunday check-in. I also wanted to touch base on just a few different items because of some questions that I've received this week. I will also be hopping on again for another video regarding the fat whoosh. And that graphic I posted yesterday afternoon. And then there's gonna be some other videos coming up next week regarding coming off of the weekend and things like that. So today I wanna talk through three things: patience, calories versus grams, and then cardio and some exercise stuff. So first of all, patience. I really need everyone to be patient, and what you are doing, it's going to work. So I am not talking directly at any one person. I just know that this process takes a little bit more patience than we are willing to have at first. And we want to see results quickly, right? So I really need all of us to be patient because there's a lot of things that our body is doing right now. But as long as you're compliant with what I've given you, this does work. So trust me, trust yourself, and trust the process. We've been going for a little less than 2 weeks now, so please try not to focus on the outcome. Do not worry about the outcome. Worry about your actions one day at a time, okay? So one action at a time, one day. And if you haven't watched the video about 0 to 100% that I posted a few days ago, please go watch that, because that is gonna help with this mindset that I'm talking about. Hitting your macros, getting sleep, de-stressing. Those are the things I need you to be focused on while our body is eating this way. So if you are worried about the number on the scale, that's gonna stress you out a little bit more, and that's the opposite of what I need right now from you. Let's walk away from that mindset. If if that scale is giving you, putting you in the wrong mindset, let's not step on it right now. You're doing exactly what you need to do, and trust more. Okay, so if getting on the scale makes you trust less, let's not get on it. All right. Next topic that I want to talk on: calories versus grams. Right now, I want you to forget about the calories. So I am most concerned with the grams of your macronutrients. When you hit your grams, when you hit your macros, you are inadvertently hitting the calories, okay? And I'm going to explain why. So it's a little bit of math here. I am a math person, so bear with me, but this makes a lot more sense. So 1 gram of carbohydrates equals 4 calories. 1 gram of protein also equals 4 calories. 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories. And then alcohol is actually its own macronutrient. And I posted a graphic on how to track alcohol. It's basically you're gonna use up your carbs or your fats in order to do so. But 1 gram of alcohol equals 7 calories. That is the official math there. So when you're hitting your macros plus or minus 5 grams, you are going to hit your calories. Hit your protein, let the carbs and fats kind of fall into place, and then make the adjustments. Hit those as best as you can, but first and foremost, focus on hitting the protein grams that I've given you, and I know that's the hardest part. Calories, they just don't matter when you're tracking macros because you're tracking by the gram for each of those macronutrients. Sometimes you will notice that if you hit your plus or minus 5 grams for the macros, the calories doesn't seem to quite add up, and there's a reason for that. There's a lot of rounding errors that happen with the labels on our foods. So the FDA lets companies actually round up or down. It's up to the companies if it's within a 50 calorie range. So there's also some additional factors having to do with types of sugars and fibers that can impact number of calories. But if you are way off on a day, with the plus or minus 5 grams, let me know. You shouldn't. if you're doing plus or minus 5 grams for carbs, fats, and proteins, you're gonna fall very close to that calorie number, okay? So if you are way off on your macros and your calories are way off and you had a really bad day tracking, that is okay. What I want you to do is learn from that day and make the adjustments for the next. That's all you can do, right? I touched on this a little bit last week. Do I need to stuff my face at the end of the day? And that is completely up to you. I'm not gonna say do that. I'm not gonna say don't do that. This is really a personal choice here, but focus on those grams. And then if you're not gonna eat what you need to for the day, take note, make the necessary adjustments and plan for the following day so that you can hit the numbers, right? So this isn't about always being 100%, but we wanna be really close so that we can see if it works, okay? Last topic I wanna touch on in this video is cardio specifically. So I know some of you have a goal of fat loss right now, and you have been, the information you've gotten up until probably from me now is that you need to do more cardio to lose the weight, right? I'm gonna recommend 2 to 3 cardio sessions unless you're training for something specifically. You may need to do more, sure, if you're training for a long distance run or something. You need to be eating enough to support if you are doing more than 3 cardio sessions a week, so please talk to me if you are. But in the case of macros, more cardio is not better. In fact, too much cardio is going to impact the macros results, so more is not better here. Cardio can make us more hungry, and then we want our fat loss to be based on nutrition, so we want to get our bodies to recalibrate with these macros so that when we're sick or we're traveling and we're not working out as much, we're able to maintain. Cardio can make us more hungry, more tired, add stress on the body, and it is a good stress on the body, but too much is not good. Anything too much, good or bad, is probably not a good balance, right? So do your spin, go to Rebel class, classes at the Rebel workout, and do the stuff you enjoy, kickboxing. I want you to do those cardio activities, but I want you to also consider if it's too much. So 2 or 3 a week is great. That's great if you're trying to achieve fat loss. Strength training. Please support your strength training with carbohydrates, okay? So some of you feel like you're eating more right now, and it could be because you may have been under eating prior and not fueling your body in an optimal way. We definitely want some strength training. Gets our body metabolizing quickly, makes us stronger. So yes, incorporate strength training. And then go back and review that fat loss pyramid that I posted yesterday. You're gonna notice that cardio is on the very top of that pyramid as a smaller piece of the puzzle, right? Nutrition is gonna be your base. We wanna start there. That's the work we're doing. So review the fat loss pyramid, incorporate exercise in, take a look at that pyramid as far as how much you should incorporate. Let's try to do 2 to 3 cardio per week, unless you're training for something, and we should talk about your macros if you are. I didn't notice any of that on anyone's questionnaire, but if you've changed your mind, let me know. And then hit your plus or minus 5 grams. Don't worry about calories, and be patient. All right, have a great Sunday.